Greetings, this is the Critter Podcast, and I'm Callie Cross. Today's episode is about a mysterious cosmic wanderer that came streaking through our solar system, defying every rule we thought we knew about space rocks. So picture this. In 2017, astronomers spotted something extraordinary, something that didn't belong. A sleek, elongated object tumbling through space, shaped like a giant cosmic cigar. They named it Oumuamua, which means scout or messenger in Hawaiian. Fitting name for something that's caused so much debate, don't you think? Now here's where it gets really interesting. This thing was accelerating as it moved away from the sun, which normally happens when comets heat up and release gas, creating a little rocket effect. But here's the kicker. Oumuamua showed no signs of outgassing whatsoever. No tail, no jets, no visible emissions, nothing. So what could possibly push an object through space without any detectable fuel? Was it some kind of natural phenomenon we've never encountered before? Or was it something else entirely? The theories range from exotic ice formations to, well, let's just say, some scientists have suggested more unconventional explanations. Today, we're diving deep into the mystery of Oumuamua, examining the evidence, exploring the competing theories, and asking the question that's been on everyone's mind. What exactly visited our cosmic neighborhood that day? Oumuamua, the interstellar mystery. Curious. Picture this, a massive object the size of a football field, tumbling end over end through the darkness of space. Speeds past the sun and accelerates away from our solar system. Nothing unusual about that. Except this thing came from another star, and it sped up on its way out without any visible means of propulsion. No rocket engines, no comet tail. Nothing. Just a mysterious push that made a Harvard astronomer stand up and say, "You know what? Maybe it's alien technology." And nobody laughed him out of the room. This is the story of Oumuamua. Hawaiian for scout or messenger from afar. And honestly, both meanings feel a little too on the nose. So here's what happened. One night in Hawaii, a telescope spots a faint dot moving across the sky. The researchers calculate its trajectory and realize something's wrong. This thing is moving way too fast to be orbiting our sun. When they trace its path backward, they get their answer. It came from interstellar space, from between the stars. This wasn't some asteroid or comet born in our cosmic neighborhood. This was a visitor. The first confirmed interstellar object we'd ever detected passing through our solar system. Think about that for a second. For your entire life, for all of human history, objects from other star systems have probably been zipping through our solar system, and we just never noticed. It's like suddenly realizing strangers have been walking through your backyard for years, leaving no footprints, making no sound. We finally caught one in the act. And it was weird. First, the shape. Based on how its brightness changed as it tumbled, scientists calculated it was at least 5 to 10 times longer than it was wide. Either shaped like a cigar or possibly flat like a cosmic pancake. We're talking something between 1 and 4 football fields long, but only about 35 meters wide. A 40-story building lying on its side, except squished impossibly thin. Second, the color. Dark reddish brown, like rust. That coloring probably comes from millions of years drifting through interstellar space, getting bombarded by cosmic radiation that slowly cooked organic compounds onto its surface. This thing had been traveling for potentially millions of years through the darkness between stars before its brief visit to our neighborhood. But here's where it gets strange, where it gets maybe we should take the alien hypothesis seriously strange.
My name is Tom Sachs. I'm an artist in New York City. For nearly 2 decades, I have been collaborating with Nike.
Nike running is for runners, Nike basketball is for basketball. Nike craft is for everyone else.
Normal objects moving through our solar system follow predictable paths. Gravity from the sun pulls them into nice, clean trajectories that we can calculate precisely. Comets deviate from those paths because they outgas. They're essentially dirty snowballs. When they get close to the sun, their ice heats up, turns to gas, and shoots out in jets that push the comet around like tiny rocket engines, like releasing air from a balloon. Oumuamua was accelerating, measurably. The push was tiny, but it was definitely there. Yet when astronomers looked for outgassing, for any sign of a comet's tail or the fuzzy cloud of gas that surrounds active comets, nothing. Radio silence. It just looked like a dark, tumbling rock. Rocks don't accelerate on their own. So Avi Loeb, chair of Harvard's astronomy department, published a paper suggesting maybe, just maybe, it could be a light sail. A thin, reflective sheet built by an alien civilization to catch starlight like a sailboat catches wind. Because here's the thing about sunlight. It actually pushes on things, very gently. For most objects, that push is meaningless. But for something thin enough, light enough, shaped like a sail, that gentle push from sunlight could explain the acceleration. Most scientists think that's probably not the answer. Natural explanations exist. Maybe it's made of hydrogen ice or nitrogen ice that outgassed in ways our telescopes couldn't detect. Maybe it's a chunk of a Pluto-like world from another star system that broke apart, releasing gases we couldn't see. Maybe it's tumbling in just the right way to create invisible jets. But nobody knows for sure. And that's the uncomfortable truth everyone's dancing around. We had maybe 3 weeks to study this thing before it became too faint and distant to observe. 3 weeks to solve a mystery that had been drifting through space for potentially millions of years. Imagine finding strange tire tracks in your backyard from a vehicle you've never seen, and you have 30 seconds to examine them before wind and rain erase them forever. We missed our chance. Oumuamua is gone now, hurtling away from us at 58,000 miles per hour. New York to Los Angeles in 3 minutes. It's already beyond Neptune's orbit, heading toward the constellation Pegasus, and it's never coming back. In a few 100,000 years, it might pass near another star system. Maybe someone there will spot it and wonder the same things we're wondering now.
Building a new product? Temez Labs takes you from napkin sketch to the App Store. Trusted by Fortune 500s for quality, security, and speed. Book your free strategy session at temez.ai.
But here's what makes this beautiful, what makes this matter. Oumuamua proved we're not isolated. The universe delivers samples from other star systems right to our doorstep. We've already found a second interstellar visitor, discovered a couple years after Oumuamua. There will be more. We're building better detection systems. The next one we'll spot earlier. We'll have more time. Scientists are already designing missions to intercept the next interstellar visitor, to match its speed, maybe even land on it. Imagine bringing back a piece of another star system, holding in your hand a rock that formed around a different sun billions of years ago. That's not science fiction. That's the next chapter. And if one of them really does turn out to be artificial, if something we detect really is a probe or a sail or some technology we can barely imagine, that's the ballgame. That changes everything. Not just science, everything. But even if they're all natural, even if every single interstellar visitor is just a weird rock with a strange story, that's still profound. Because it means matter moves between star systems. The galaxy is connected. We're part of a vast cosmic ecosystem where stuff gets traded around over unimaginable timescales. Your body contains atoms from exploded stars. Now we know it might eventually contain atoms from rocks that formed around other stars, delivered here by cosmic chance. The truth is, we'll probably never know what Oumuamua actually was. It's a permanent mystery, a cosmic ghost ship that appeared from the fog and vanished just as quickly. Maybe that makes it even more fascinating, because the next time something tumbles through our solar system from the space between stars, we'll be ready. We'll be watching. And maybe, just maybe, we'll finally get our answer. The universe came to visit us, and we barely noticed until it was already leaving. Thanks for listening to the Critter Podcast with me, Callie Cross. If you like this cosmic show, tap that follow button and the 5th star in our ratings. And remember, the truth is out there.
Grab news. Thomas.